Hi, my name's Abe Curry. I'm a freshman, and I'm doing my project on why are more people choosing SUV and crossovers rather than cars. Introduction. The auto industry is changing. People's choices in what their vehicles they purchase is also changing. You might even call it evolution. The first SUV crossover was produced by Toyota Motor Company and was named the RAV4. Although the SUV has been around for a long time, it wasn't the consumer's first choice in vehicles. That has all changed now. And GM has recently announced that they will stop production of most of its standard cars and concentrating more on the SUV crossover segment. The appetite for standard cars has greatly diminished, and it's now the rise of the SUV. It got me curious. Why are more people choosing SUV and crossovers rather than cars? And I have done some research to find out. My null hypothesis. The number of vehicle buyers in the population like to buy SUV, crossover, and cars. My alternate hypothesis. The number of vehicle buyers in a population who buy a SUV crossover is higher than the amount who buy cars. The data I use. So I use a set of numbers explaining that the number of cars purchased in March of 2018 was 555,625. And the number of SUVs purchased in March of 2018 was 174,008. And the number of crossovers purchased in March of 2018 was 572,829. And then this number right here is I combined all these numbers and I did the total purchases of cars, SUVs, and crossovers for March of 2018. And this is a graph that shows the cars purchased that month, and then I combined the SUV and crossovers that were purchased for March of 2018. So you can see that it's way higher than cars. For my confidence interval, I had the question that calculate a 99% confidence interval for the proportion of buyers who felt that SUVs are more essential for driving. So what I did was I took the amount of SUVs purchased, which was 174,008, and I divided it by the total number of vehicles purchased, which was 1,302,462. Then I took the number of SUVs purchased, which was 174,008, and multiplied it by 1 minus 0.1336, and I squared that. Then I added that to 1,128,454 times 0 minus 0.1336 squared. And then once I did that, I then divided it all by 1,302,462 minus 1. So when I got through this process, I used my calculator and I plugged in what those numbers were. And when I plugged in my calculator, I got that my conclusion was that the confident 99% chance that P is within 12.687% and 14.033%. And I have 3 reasons why SUVs are better than cars. And the first thing is safety. And some people feel that an SUV is a safer vehicle because it's larger and heavier built. And because of the larger build, it makes people feel more comfortable when riding in it, which makes sense, in my opinion. And then the second one is spacing. People love having everyone loves space. So like when you have an SUV, people love having space for their bags, their children, and other things. And that also plays a huge role when buying an SUV. And on top of that, they get to sit comfortable. So like you can have all that stuff and then still sit comfortable instead of just having not as much space like in a car and being cramped or whatever. And then it's like a nice ride. And then another big thing is since winter is coming up, SUVs are a great investment, especially in places where it's cold, so like Michigan. And they're a great way to drive better in the snow, and they are safer than any car. And then cars tend to not be good in snow, and that's why people love SUVs. and this is my works cited. Thank you guys for watching. I enjoyed the semester. Bye.